In the desolate expanse of the New Mexico desert, where the hot winds howl like the whispers of forgotten spirits, 5 friends embarked on a camping trip, seeking an adventure they would never forget. Unbeknownst to them, this journey would lead them to encounter something far more sinister than they could have ever imagined. As the group set up camp beneath the starlit sky, the night seemed peaceful, and laughter echoed through the desert as they gathered around a crackling fire. However, amidst the shadows, an ancient force stirred, drawn to the presence of these unsuspecting souls. Late into the night, they heard eerie rustling sounds from the darkened outskirts of their campsite. At first, they dismissed it as merely the wind or wildlife, but soon they began to feel an overwhelming sense of unease. The desert silence seemed to grow thicker, suffocating them with an invisible, chilling grasp. A pair of glowing eyes watched them from the darkness, moving silently like a ghostly apparition. Fear danced in their hearts as they sensed a malevolent presence encircling them. One of them spoke nervously, trying to dispel the growing terror, but his voice was laced with uncertainty. "I heard stories of skinwalkers in these parts," whispered another friend, recalling local legends of shape-shifting Navajo witches who had mastered dark arts to take on the forms of animals. "They say they hunt and devour those who trespass into their territory." Despite their attempts to rationalize the fear away, the unsettling feeling persisted. They decided to retreat to their tents, hoping that the morning light would bring clarity to the mysterious happenings of the night. As the first rays of dawn touched the desert floor, a grisly sight awaited them. The campsite was a scene of unimaginable horror. Their friends lay strewn across the sandy ground, their bodies ripped apart with savage precision. Blood stained the earth, and terror gripped their hearts as they realized the true horror of the night before. Shaken and horrified, they rushed to call the authorities, who arrived at the site shortly after. The investigators stood in disbelief at the carnage before them. They knew they were dealing with something beyond human comprehension, something ancient and malevolent. As they meticulously documented the location of each body part, attempting to piece together the horrific puzzle, something unimaginable occurred. The triangulation of the coordinates seemed to trigger a supernatural event. The air itself began to shimmer, and a black void opened up in the very heart of the desert. From the portal emerged more skinwalkers, clad in dark, tattered robes, their twisted faces bearing malevolent grins. Their eyes glowed with an unnatural fire as they moved with inhuman speed towards the stunned authorities. Panic and chaos erupted as the officers tried to fend off the relentless onslaught, but their efforts were futile against the supernatural creatures. The desert became a battleground between man and ancient evil. The skinwalkers moved with a terrifying grace, unleashing nightmarish horrors upon those who dared to intrude upon their realm. With each officer that fell, the portal seemed to grow stronger, unleashing an ever-increasing number of malicious entities. In the end, only a few managed to escape the desert alive, forever haunted by the horrors they had witnessed. The authorities, terrified and traumatized, sealed off the area, declaring it forbidden to all who sought to tread upon the cursed land. In the end, only a few managed to escape the desert alive, forever haunted by the horrors they had witnessed. The authorities, terrified and traumatized, sealed off the area, declaring it forbidden to all who sought to tread upon the cursed land. And so, the tale of the New Mexico Desert Massacre became a chilling legend, whispered around campfires and recounted in hushed tones. The ancient skinwalkers, awakened by the trespass of the group of friends, continued to roam the desolate landscape, hungry for more souls to claim and more horrors to unleash upon the unsuspecting world.